Okay, so today we're going to go over basic color pencils. All right, now this is what we're going to be creating today. If you have not laid out your paper yet, what I would suggest is stopping the video, going back to the website page, okay, and copying the layout that you're going to need for this lesson on the first available white page in the media section of your sketchbook, okay? Okay, so let's switch over. So we're going to start off with the color wheel, all right? Now, the color wheel, just to let you know, is kind of like it's my, I guess, artsy way of showing what color goes into what, all right? So let's start filling this in. I'm going to start off with red, okay? This is my primary colors, okay? We have yellow. We have blue. So these are the colors that you cannot mix. Okay. We have what's called secondary colors. So secondary colors are orange, green, purple or violet, either one. I'll take both. Okay. These colors can be made by using two primary colors. Okay. Now, last one, called tertiary colors. This is when you mix a primary color and a secondary color, all right? And when we label them, I'm not going to write all the words out. That's fine. You go with the first or the primary word first, and then the secondary. So this would be red, orange, yellow, orange, yellow, green, okay, blue, green, and blue, purple. Now what you're going to do is you're going to take, totally forgot, so sorry, red, purple, okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to take a moment and we're actually going to color these in. I do want to give you a tip on your tertiary colors, okay? So first thing you need to know is when you're coloring these in, please try to get a nice solid color all the way through, okay? It's not really a huge space, so I'd like you to kind of fill in as best as you can, okay? Now with the tertiary colors, when you color these in, I'm going to suggest, okay, that you kind of do it like a sandwich. First layer, second layer, okay, then you go back over with the original color. There you go. To get a nice little mixture. Okay? Alright, so let's take this time. You don't have to pause it because I'm going to color them in as well. And let's color in all of your colors. You're probably going to notice that I kind of do a trick. I color everything that I need orange with, then I go back and I mix. Now, by the way, if at any point in time that you feel like you don't need to do the sandwich method, okay, because you feel like that really looks like a good color, don't worry. It's okay. I'm fine as long as it is in a color mixture that looks good, okay? Let's see what we can do next. Some colors seem to just mix better than others. And if you can't find purple, violet is absolutely fine as well. Alright, so this went pretty quick because of the way I think I kind of went through. That's absolutely fine. If you need to pause to finish this, go right ahead. Alright, so what are we doing next? Alright, so we have the color wheel. Color wheel tells us what we need to know. We have primaries, which means kind of like the first, okay? First color. We have secondary. We know that we need primary plus a primary equals a secondary. Okay, we have a tertiary, which we need a primary plus a secondary in order to make. Okay? Alright, so a couple other things we need to know is intensity. Intensity is how bright a color is. So we're going to rate the brightness. So for example, let's get a color, and it doesn't matter what kind of color you want to do. Okay? So brightness is, so we have dull, okay, we have a medium pressure, we have a really, really bright, okay, so that's pressing really hard. Now, I would highly suggest that when you color, you build it from the dull to the bright, okay? Reason being is you can still kind of erase things when they're a little bit lighter like this, okay? And very heavy coloring, although it's great, it can make your hand cramp up. So you might want to take a, don't go too hard when you're doing a brightness, okay? All right. Knowing this, okay, how to create the brightness, it actually helps us with our value scale, okay? So with our value scale, what we're going to do is value is a lightness and darkness of a color, okay? We could also call it a color scale. So let's kind of do a color scale over on this side with just the brightness of our pencil, color pencil. So I'm going to start really bright, pressing really hard. And as we go through, we're going to get a little bit softer, a little duller. Try to fill in that whole space. There we are. Now, you can kind of see that these two right here are very close in their values. So I'm just going to go back and I'm going to make this one a little bit darker, make this one a little bit darker, and there we go. Now we kind of have it broken down a little bit more. So this is just based on the intensity, okay? The next one, you're going to need this special white color pencil, okay? So you might want to stop right now and go get this. This is in the cabinet, all right? Couple of things about this white color pencil. These are special, that's why they have the green tape on them. They must go back into that bin. And you're only allowed to sharpen them with the Prismacolor, okay, sharpeners. They look like this, all right? They do not need to go to a point, okay? These are a little bit softer, okay, lead. So when you get to a point, they tend to break, all right, very, very easily. So honestly, you can use this all the way to the bottom and it's absolutely fine. Okay, so we're gonna need this, and we're all gonna also need a black color pencil. All right, so how we're gonna do this is we're gonna make a range, all right? So it says a range of, this color. Well, there's darker colors and then there's light colors. So how we're gonna do this is using the intensity and a couple of helps from our other color friends, all right? We're gonna be able to get a range. So I'm my suggestion is you're going to take your pressure, do medium, okay, for the first 3. All right. Your center one, excuse me, okay, is your original color. All right, so by the way, color can also be called hue, all right, H-U-E. Now to lighten this, we're going to take our white, okay, and we're going to start off with a white base. The one all the way to the right is going to be a heavy white, okay, because we really want this to be dulled down. And then we're just going to get a little lighter here. Press not so hard. Back to our sandwich method. Taking our red, we're going to go over it. A little bit lighter, okay, and even lighter on this one. Now, get back that white and kind of do like almost like little circular motions to really work the pencil together. Oh, that's so creamy and wonderful. Okay, so you can kind of see how they gradually get lighter. Well, now we need to go the opposite way. So instead of starting with black, okay, because it would totally, it takes over the color, all right? We put the color down, and then you apply the black on top. Don't go too crazy because, as I said, it'll take it over. A little bit, you know, like a medium. You go even lighter. And this is going to be our original color. Go back with our base here. Kind of like little circles to kind of mix it all in. I'm going to make my hue one a little bit nicer. There we go. That's beautiful. Now that is a true color scale range. Alright. So making these individual colors nice and easy. Okay? But that doesn't always, it's not the case when we look at things. Okay? We need some shading. So we need gradation. So let's start off with doing just pressure, intensity, 2 of them, and then we're going to do adding white and black. Alright, so remember, gradation is a smooth transition. Alright. Nice smooth. So we got one. Let's do another one. Woo! It's windy today. It's so beautiful out. Alright. Try to stretch this out because I know it's very easy to want to like cram this into like 1 or 2 centimeters, but I like you kind of stretch it as far as you can. There we are. Okay. Now, how do we do this when we're dealing with black and white? Okay. Well, same thing that we did is we want to kind of have even pressure and then we want to fade out. All right. So even pressure for probably a little bit longer than you needed to. Okay. Then it's going to gradually get lighter and lighter and lighter and lighter and lighter and lighter. Okay? So we're going to take that and we're going to kind of have it like there. Then, go dark. This is going to have a gradualness out very fast. So we're going to start off dark. It's going to fade out pretty fast. Okay? Your white, way over here. And that is going to fade out as you get to the center. Okay. Now my darken needs a little bit more mixing. And there we go. Beautiful. All right. Let's make this happen a second time. That's nice. White. And have that fade in. Very nice. Let's get the black going. Beautiful. All right. Fantastic. okay? So we have a full range through gradation, using just intensity and using the full color scale range, all right? Now the next one are blending colors from one color to the next, okay? There may be times where you might see one color fading from one color to the next. I'm going to show you maybe one or two ways on how that kind of works, okay? So let's go like just regular, easy, one color to the next. I would suggest that you pick two colors that nicely blend with each other. I'm just going to grab these two because these are right there, okay? So here we go. We're just going to start off with nice and dark, and it's just going to fade. Okay, we're going to go on the opposite side, dark, and it's going to fade right into this other color. It's almost like two gradations that kind of meet, all right? Pretty cool, right? Let's make it again. Beautiful. All right, so far so good. Now, I do want to introduce you to this thing. All right, now we're going to practice this again, but this is called a colorless blender. Same thing as with the special white pencils. These have pink at the bottom. That means that they need to be sharpened in this, okay, in the Prismacolor sharpener. When you sharpen them, they don't need to be a point because they are not going to actually have any color, okay? So let's practice one more time over here. I'm gonna move this over. Have this blend down. Ooh. It's so much fun once you get the hang of being able to like do a gradation, okay? It just goes so fast. All right. So what does the colorless blender do? Basically it has the binder or the wax that's in regular color pencils, and it's without any color, all right? So what happens is when you go through, it gives the color pencil a creamier look. It actually helps move the colors together. Okay. Oh, that's so nice. All right. So that's what colorless blenders do. They also kind of make the colors will look a little different. They look a little more creamier. That's really it. All right. Okay. So we have them. So let's make sure we got everything going on. We got the color wheel. We know certain colors make other colors. If you're ever, looking at something, you're like, I think that's more of a, maybe a blue-green. Spot on, you can do that, okay? Intensity, basically the lightness and darkness of a color. We have the value scale, we can get different values, okay? We can even make it a color scale where we have dark to light, gradation, both ways, and we can do blending of color. Now we need to put them together, all right? So up at the top, we're gonna be doing some drawing up here. You will at some point need blocks that are in the tall gray cabinet. Now you're going to be dealing with colors, so you're probably going to want to do the blocks that have color to them, okay? Not the white one. But let's label these out before, so you know what some of the stuff that you're going to look for. Okay, so we're going to start with a circle up here. All right, little light. That's going to help us. So just the quick refresher. The little light is called the light source. All right. When you are drawing your objects, I would highly suggest that you have a light source. Either you can turn on your iPad to full brightness, make sure that the classroom is dark. Since we're doing this unit first, it's going to work out because everyone's going to be in the dark, which is fine. You can turn that on or have a couple little lights that you can use to figure that out. And when you're doing your wooden objects, okay, I would find a piece of white paper. Let's pretend this is your object, okay? And I would put it on the white paper so you can really see your shadows, okay? Your cast shadows, which you're going to learn in a second. Okay, so we're going to go back and forth by adding this in. All right, so I'm going to go with orange because I haven't used orange in a while. So your highlight, your light source is going to create a highlighted area, okay? So when you look at your ball or your sphere or your cube or whatever, my suggestion is squint a little bit, okay? You might find it hard to see where the colors are changing. This will definitely help you figure out where the shadows are, okay? When you have curved surfaces, they're a little bit more in the curved. Certain areas are going to be lighter. So you start with that intensity. Okay. Probably like, dude, that's so awesomely fun. I'm like, yeah. You're going to find that coloring with colored pencils is easier to work with than regular markers because they go nice. All right, so we have our base color. Okay, ooh, there we are. All right, let's put in some of these other things. So we noticed that when we're looking at something that the color kind of changes. Well, let's notice some of these highlights. So the highlights are with white, so we can easily go in and we can add this white in so it fades out. All right, so this white area, this is called the highlight. Oh, excuse me, highlight. This is not like a little square, it tends to be a surface area, okay? Let's get black. Black is our shadow, okay? So on the back end, furthest from the light source, you're gonna get your shadow, okay? Now remember, you wanna kind of mix them, okay, all the way through. All right, and we also have, excuse me, the cast shadow. All right. Now, the color of the cast shadow really depends on the color of the table or whatever's underneath it. So if I have a blue table, I'm going to be mixing blue with this. Okay. I'm like, dude, that's awesome. I know. All right, so let's label a couple of this. This is called the cast shadow. Okay. This right here is called the core shadow. Now all of these kind of the middles right here, let's put this, these are mid, oops, and light values, all right, because it kind of has a whole range within them, all right. What you're going to do, all right, you're going to be getting a couple of blocks, okay, and one object that has color. In the spaces here, now I know it's not a lot, I don't want you drawing large. I know that sounds strange because normally I'm saying draw large, okay? I want you to draw one object, don't draw this, in this area. I want you to draw another object in here. You're going to include all of this. You're going to include your highlight, your mid and light values, your cast and your core shadows, okay? And in here, I want you to draw one object. So we have one wooden, okay, one wooden, and one object, okay? An object is basically, I have a lot of them labeled in my cabinet, and you can pick from anything you want. It's basically not a wooden shape, okay? It could be anything. It could be a car, it could be the easy button, whatever, it's fine. I just want to be able to see that you can add, you know, all of these elements to this, okay? If you want to use the colorless blender when you're working on this, absolutely fine. If you're not if you're saying, hey, this doesn't look like something I want to use, absolutely fine. When you're done with this practice, okay, you are absolutely fine to start working on your focus project, okay? And this is all you need to know for color pencils. By the way, at the bottom, you want to label color pencils. That might be helpful. Okay, that's it.